What's up, gamers? Byron here from Grintendog, along with
Armando.
and you are watching
Countdown to the Switch.
Every day I will release a new discussion video until March 3rd, the release date of the Nintendo Switch. So, Armando, what is your favorite video game console ever?
Well, I think for me personally, my favorite video game console might be the Nintendo 64. Only because the Nintendo 64 has a special place in my heart as the first video game console that I ever had.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, my favorite video game console, I think, is the Super NES. Super NES had a lot of games, such as Super Mario RPG, the first Mario RPG. That was awesome. I never finished it, though. Zelda, A Link to the Past. I never finished it, though. Some kid erased my save data, so I never finished it. And I have a feeling that I was at the end, too. But they had that. They had Super Mario World. They had, Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, and 3. And 2 is one of my favorite Donkey Kong countries ever. So that had so many games. It was cool. The controller was innovative, and then I think PlayStation copied the XYBA type of layout. But yeah, I think that's my favorite system ever. What's your favorite video game ever?
Well, my favorite video game is a video game off the Nintendo franchise. It's a PlayStation franchise owned game. It's called Kingdom Hearts.
Okay.
And the reason why Kingdom Hearts is my favorite game is because when I first got it, my cousin actually had the game, and he gave it to us, and we thought it was going to be like a fighter game with the different Disney characters. And then when we started up the game, there was a song at the very beginning of the game that we really, really loved. So we just listened to the whole intro of the game, and then we realized this game is really, really good. We really like this game, me and my brother.
My favorite game ever is this little game that came out in May 2015. I think it was May 29th. The game where you can feel free to be a squid or a kid. Splatoon 1. That's my favorite game ever. That's the game where I put in the most amount of time. I could play that game every day, and it just doesn't get old. But look forward to a future video where I speak about why Splatoon is the best video game ever. Okay, so Armando, what do you think about the Nintendo Switch console?
Well, I actually really like the Nintendo Switch. One thing I've always liked about Nintendo is that they're always the innovator of anything that happens in the video game world.
Got that right.
Before the Wii, the other systems like PlayStation or Xbox never even dreamed about motion. And then Nintendo came out with it, and they were like, Wii, you can do this and this and this.
Wii.
And the other systems came out, and they're like, well, we can do this, but...
Copycat.
Exactly. The Nintendo company has always been the first to do anything for their systems. Let's say...
Even VR, right? Virtual Boy?
Even 3D. Before Nintendo, all games were 2-dimensional and all that. But then Nintendo 64 came out, and there was a 3D layout of an entire world. So I think this new Switch is going to innovate even more on that. You see with the two
Joy-Cons.
Yeah, the two Joy-Cons. Now, one remote can turn into two remotes just by simply breaking it apart. You could go whoop, whoop, and give it to one of your friends, and both of you could be playing at the same time, even though it's one remote technically. But because of how they innovated the remotes, you can now play with two people. and that's just cool. You can take the system anywhere you go. That's another thing that Nintendo has kind of innovative on. The home console can also now be your portable console, and you saw that with the Nintendo Wii. I mean, the Nintendo Wii U. Like
not really.
what was the first system that did that, where the remote control became like a portable system before the Nintendo
Well,
Wii U?
with the gamepad, you could only take it so far, like maybe 9 feet within the house. You can't leave the house with it. So it was getting there, but not quite.
But you see, no other system has done that before.
Oh, yeah, true.
And
Right.
then with the Nintendo Switch now, you can take it anywhere.
Yes.
You can take it anywhere.
Timbuktu.
Exactly. You don't even have to be even nowhere near your dock. And you can charge the whole system from a portable charger. I think it's called the
USB-C?
Yeah, USB-C.
Yeah. And
And-
yeah, the same charger as my iPhone, I think. If I'm correct.
It's the same charger as an iPhone?
The same type of charger. I think so.
Wow.
I might be wrong. So yeah, I really like what you were saying, the portable aspect of it. You can have it on in the dock playing on the TV, and then you can just lift it out of the dock, and voila, it's right there on the screen, and you can just walk out the door. You know, in the commercial it shows the guy waking up in the morning and just playing the Switch on the tablet, and eventually goes to the kitchen and he's cooking, and he continues to play it, and you could take it on a plane and everything. Yeah, I really like that aspect of it, and I think that it's good that you can just focus on making the games for one system, whether it's portable or not.
Yeah, I'm still I don't understand how they do the games now. Is it all online now, or is it just like?
Oh, well, there'll be what you call it, a virtual console, like the Wii and Wii U had, where you can download old games. They have an online system. I don't know if they will let you stream the games yet. I'm not too sure about that. They stream like older games. So I'm not sure about all the online features it will.
No,
have yet,
I'm
but
talking
they
about.
have cartridges. They have cartridges for the game.
Oh, they're cartridges that go into the dock, or does it go?
Into the tablet itself.
Oh.
Like Legend of Zelda, it's a cartridge.
Oh.
Super Mario Odyssey,
So
cartridge.
it's just a cartridge that you put into the console itself.
Yes.
And then you can take it. So you could take all your games with you in like
Yes.
one pack and just take it on a plane and switch out whenever you want.
Or you can probably go on the eShop and purchase it digitally. But I might like the cartridge idea. For Splatoon, I might get it digitally because I'll be playing it all the time anyway.
So wow.
Splatoon 2, I mean.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. Did you watch the whole presentation?
I did watch the whole presentation, but in the presentation they never really mentioned how you were gonna get these games, kind of.
Oh, well, they did show the cartridge. You put in a cartridge.
They did.
Yeah, in the commercial for sure, the first commercial. Yeah, so.
Wow.